so I'm coming back for you, Mr. Football Guy. I'm jumping right into it. If I ever get this dog hair off my head. Brandon's got a dentist appointment today. Dentist! What am I even talking about? One of these days I'm gonna catch him, but I haven't yet. Good morning on this mild Monday morning in January, where it's currently 44 degrees at 8:45 a.m. And there is Bailey and Bolt right there. Dog hair everywhere, man. Dog hair on my camera. You know what's funny though? It's like I'm jumping right into it. If I ever get this dog hair off my head. You know what's funny is like this year I feel like my cold tolerance has been significantly different than other years. Most years I'm freezing all the time, and the last few months I haven't been. I don't know what's up with that. I'm sitting outside. Normally I would be wearing like 15 layers of clothing right now, but I'm comfortable with just a long sleeve shirt. Hopefully that's not a bad sign. You never know. Today is a Monday morning. I'm gonna have to start getting back to work. You know, I have vowed to do one video a week this year, and I gotta start this week's video. I decided I wanted to do some sort of a kitchen gadget, and I like to do at least one egg gadget per year. So this week's video is going to be a dedicated video to a kind of elaborate egg cooker, so that should be fun. Love my egg gadgets, and it's a name brand, so you know there's a lot going for this video. You never know. Sometimes you get into them and they just completely fall off a cliff. So all I'm doing today is unboxing that. I'm not even starting the review until tomorrow, but I've been promising Brand since he got back to take him to In-N-Out, so we're gonna head out to In-N-Out today. You know what's funny is all my friends, whenever they leave this area and come back, that's the first place they want to eat. That's kind of a West Coast thing, I guess. But you know what's funny is I've been living in Vegas for 32 years this year, and I call Vegas West Coast, although we're 5.5 hours away from the coast. Maybe we're not really in the coast. Maybe it's just my California mentality, because I came from California, thinking that we're West Coast. Are we West Coast? What do you think? Is Nevada West Coast, or am I just still delusional thinking I still live in California? What am I even talking about? Something else I'm working on today is my secret side business project, which you'll probably be seeing more of later this year. At some point later this year, you'll probably start seeing this handsome mug showing up in some actual advertising. Now, I'm not advertising products for other companies. I'll be advertising products for the company I'm involved with. So none of this pitching products that I don't believe in. This is only pitching products that I'm personally involved with. You know what I do when I go on YouTube? A lot of times I'll scan my feed for channels that have like 6 views or like 20 views. I like to watch these brand new channels that have almost no subscribers. A lot of times I'll go on there and give them like words of support and say I saw your video on my feed. But I saw one of a guy who he had a pretty small channel, and he was talking about how he's trying to vlog, and he's been watching these other vloggers who have hour-plus long vlogs. I've never seen an hour-plus long vlog. I can't even imagine what you would talk about. How do you vlog for an hour? I don't even know. I don't even know. If you guys have ever watched an hour-long vlog, let me know, because to me, I think of vlogs being anywhere from like 5 to 15 minutes. An hour long? I don't know. Maybe I should try one of these days just to say I did it. On the other hand, it might bore you to tears. On the other hand, I always like a good challenge. Like, I just tripped on a dog toy. Like last year, I said I was gonna vlog every day for a month. I did. It was hard, but I did it. Just like I said I would catch Bolt. Haven't done that yet. He's fast. One of these days I'm gonna catch him, but haven't yet. But I love a good challenge. Maybe an hour-long vlog. Later in the year, I'll try. Not right now. Not today. What I am doing today is hopefully taking a walk and going to In-N-Out. And then later, work. But until then, not work. It says Cavender's Boot City. Or is that Cadaver's Boot City? I don't know. One of the two. So Brian, how come you make a paper football out of every receipt you ever get?
You know, it's just kind of started as a tradition. You know, a neighbor of ours, when I was a kid, they taught me how to make one, and I've just ever since then I've got obsessed with making them. I make them every time we eat out, whether it's straw wrappers or receipts. That's what I like doing.
Every time.
All my friends know it. My girlfriend makes fun of me doing it.
Well, as it turns out, the guy that taught him how to make a paper football stiffed me for 200 bucks like 20 years ago, so I'm coming back for you, Mr. Football Guy. There we go. Time to wreck my intestines once more. Brandon's got dentist appointment today. Ah, dentist! Give me those teeth. Ow. Never heard of bagel thins before. No, nobody's buying this. Nobody's been buying it. I just unboxed this egg cooker and I realized that after I turned my cameras off, the front of it was not facing the camera, so oh well. Looks interesting though. Hard-boiled eggs, egg bites, I think poached eggs too. Non-stick surface for scrambled eggs, so it should be interesting. Sometimes things don't live up to their expectations, but I've had pretty good luck with Hamilton Beach, so I have high hopes. Boy, this sure seems familiar. I feel like we just did this yesterday, didn't we not? We did. Yeah. One rabbit hole I like to consider sometimes is what would happen if you could live to be 500 years old. Now the problem with that, I think, is that most people, after a couple hundred years, wouldn't remember this life whatsoever. You know, the way that the human memory works, recency bias, you'd have little to no memory of who you are now or the life you led. It'd be almost like your family tree. You might have some dates, you might have some places, you might have some old photographs. Things get lost over time. I think it would be easy to completely lose your touch with your original identity if you lived that long. So the question is, if you could live to be 500 years old, but have no connection to the person you are now, would you even want to? I think a lot of people would say yes, and not even know why. Well, this is the end of a pretty long day, but not a bad day at all. Today is kind of like the salads I make. I make salads with a whole bunch of stuff on there and really not a lot of anything, kind of a little bit of everything. That's kind of like what today was. Today was like a little bit of everything and it was just right. Not every day can be like that though. Tomorrow it's back to work, but I don't mind because I've had a couple days off. Up until this year, I never took days off. I've taken a couple days off this week. It feels great. I highly recommend it if you don't do it very often. Brandon came home with a couple of vintage sodas, so maybe my next vlog, I will do a little taste test of those. Maybe I'll have Brandon join me as well. So my day is gonna be capped off with maybe a little bit of relaxing, finishing this vlog, and then tomorrow, hitting it all over again. The only wrinkle in my day was I was trying to pay an IRS bill and I spent a half an hour trying to get my IRS account online. Never did. I never did. I went through this whole setup process, had to send video of my face and everything, and then finally got to the last step and said, oh, you've already have an account with us. Log into that. And I don't have the password, and they sent me a password reset. It never arrived. It really isn't a very good system, considering how important the IRS is in this country. You would think they would have something better than that, but they don't. But you know what though? I'll deal with the IRS another day, because I waited this long as it is. But I hope you're having a great day whenever you're watching this and wherever you're at. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.